Jacks at Noon begins with breaking news.
Right now, St. Augustine police investigating a shooting that happened in the heart of the historic Lincolnville area. That's off Liberia Street, not too far from downtown St. Augustine. Here's a look from Sky Action News Jax of that scene. You can see police searching that area with a police dog, it looks like. Along with homes, we can tell you there's a rec center, a marina, and even a Customs and Border Protection office in that area. St. Augustine police are telling people in that area to remain inside their homes and businesses. This is CBS 47 Action News Jax at Noon. I'm Phil Amato.
And I'm Dawn Lopez. Let's get right out there. Action News Jax Beth Russo is live in Lincolnville. Beth, you just got there just moments ago. What have you learned so far?
It's not hard for you to see the flashing lights behind me. We're going to get to those in just a second. What I want to walk over and show you right now, all of this is unfolding right next to the Gallimore Community Center, where an officer just told me it is on lockdown with children inside as they search for this shooter. What photographer Russ is going to zoom in for you right now on this large police presence. If it looks like there's a lot of officers out here, it's because there are, but this is just a small fraction of the officers that we have seen out here searching for this suspect. Within just the last 5 minutes, I spoke to the St. Augustine Police Department. They tell me right now they're looking for a man in his 60s wearing a dark shirt. That's all they could tell us at this point. They also say that the victim of this shooting is being life flighted to Orange Park Medical Center. Right now, they're still working to learn whether or not these two knew each other and exactly what unfolded. Right now, you're getting a video, seeing some video from Sky Action News Jax. You can see the extensive search efforts underway here on the ground. I've seen people with their SWAT vests on. There's a helicopter circling in the sky. That's a police helicopter that's circling. They also have the canines out looking for this man. There are businesses, plenty of homes in this area, and at this point, police and investigators are asking everyone to stay inside until they find this shooter. Again, we just arrived here within the last 15 minutes. All of this is unfolding. I've been speaking to parents who are here at the community center looking for their children, which, as we mentioned, is on lockdown as the search for this shooter continues. I'm also talking to neighbors. We're going to go see what the latest is with them, and of course, we'll have the latest for you not only on my Twitter. You can follow me at Beth A. Jax, but also on CBS 47 Action News Jax at 5. We're live in St. Augustine. Beth Russo, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
More breaking news at noon. A home in the Ponte Vedra Beach area was badly damaged by fire this morning, but thankfully no one was hurt. This happened on Greencrest Drive right off Solana Road there. Take a look at this video too from Sky Action News Jax when it flew over that house around 10:30 this morning. You can see those huge gaping holes in the roof with smoke just pouring out of them. Firefighters say no one was home, though, when they arrived.
News since Action News Jax this morning. 2 9-year-old boys who disappeared overnight are safe, as you can see, back with their families this noon. This is exclusive video of them returning from a very long night away from home. And we brought you the breaking news first on Action News Jax this morning.
Covered it all morning long. That was just minutes after JSO put out the alert. And then just under 5 hours later, we gave you the alert that they had been found safe. Action News Jax Brittany Donovan is live on the west side now. And Brittany, you watched as those boys were reunited with their families.
And Phil and Dawn, you could see the relief on these families' faces when those boys came walking down this road straight into their loved ones' arms. But I do want to show you these woods behind the homes in this neighborhood. Families tell me a trail back there leads right to Old Middleburg Road, and it was a home on that street where these little boys were asleep, unaware that a massive search was going on. This is exclusive video of family hugging a 9-year-old boy tight. He and another 9-year-old were missing for nearly 14 hours after telling their parents they were staying at each other's houses.
We started worrying probably whenever she realized that neither one were at where they were supposed to be.
JSO officers hung flyers at businesses near Melvin and Ricker Roads, where they were last seen at 7:30 p.m. Monday. When daylight broke, JSO launched its helicopter. We followed several officers as they went door to door in neighborhoods. Kim Owensby tells me family was also out searching. Just after 9 a.m., the boys came walking down the road. Owensby tells me they were at a friend's house.
She was texting the mother of that house, but unfortunately she didn't have her phone on. When she did check her messages and she realized, she said, "Oh my goodness, I did see that they are here, and I just made them go home."
Fear turned to relief as family hugged the boys, thankful they weren't hurt. Owensby tells me it's a reminder to take extra precautions with young kids.
Just knowing where they are, being accountable, know their friends.
And this neighborhood is quiet now after police lined this street all morning long. Those families now back in their homes with those 9-year-old boys. Now, one of the moms was able to use a piece of technology to track one of the boys. I'll have that side of the story for you coming up tonight at 5. Reporting live, Brittany Donovan, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
Tomorrow, President Trump plans to visit the sites of those 2 deadly mass shootings from the weekend in Dayton and El Paso. Now, the number of dead from both shootings now stands at 31 innocent people. We're learning more about the past of the Dayton gunman, and his name is Connor Betts. Our partners at Dayton News Daily reports former friends of the gunman say that he once talked about shooting up a bar popular with students at the University of Dayton. Police say that they found at least 41 shell casings from that crime scene that came from the gunman's legally obtained AR-15-like rifle, and he may have had enough ammunition on him to fire up to 250 rounds.
Hearing a weapon fired like that in succession like that, and you don't know where it's coming from, like literally running for your life.
Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine is holding a news conference this morning later today to announce proposals to address gun violence and mental illness. And a gun show scheduled for this weekend in Dayton has been canceled.
We've also learned from police that the gunman in El Paso targeted people at that Walmart by chance. Police say suspected shooter Patrick Chris's drove at least 10 hours from his home in Allen to El Paso. They say he stopped at that Walmart Saturday because he was hungry, but it's also where he decided to carry out the attack. A racist manifesto posted online before the shooting criticized a growing Hispanic population in Texas. Critics of President Trump say that he helps spread that rhetoric and say he shouldn't visit El Paso or Dayton. El Paso's mayor says the visit should not be about politics.
And he is President of the United States. So in that capacity, I will fulfill my obligations as mayor of El Paso to meet with the president and discuss whatever our needs are in this community.
The mayor says the two held a phone call yesterday but did not discuss specifics about what that help would entail.
The literary world has lost a great author. Toni Morrison has passed away. She's famous for writing books like Beloved, Song of Solomon, and The Bluest Eye. The 88-year-old broke barriers for African Americans, becoming the first to win a Nobel Peace Prize. In fact, in her acceptance speech, she said, quote, "We die that we may be the meaning to life, but we do language that may be the measure of our lives."
We have some new information this noon about the Clay County deputies accused of encouraging female inmates to expose themselves. We've been reporting about the firing of 3 deputies. 2 hours ago, we learned an additional 2 deputies were reprimanded. One was given a 3-day suspension. None of those deputies are facing criminal charges.
Not long ago, St. Johns County deputies identified the man who was found dead floating in the Intracoastal Waterway. Investigators say that man is 43-year-old Clayton Allen, who they believe is homeless. His body was found Friday afternoon near North Griffin Shores Drive. Deputies won't know the exact cause of death, they say, for about a month.
New developments in the fraud trial against former Jacksonville City Council members Katrina Brown and Reggie Brown. In a motion filed just this morning, Reggie Brown is asking that their joint trial be separated into 2 separate ones. That's the second time now he's asked to be tried separately. His reasoning this time is because Katrina Brown will now represent herself when the trial starts. Katrina Brown, meanwhile, will learn today if a judge will allow the trial to be pushed back 6 months. She just requested that Monday because she's now representing herself, as we just said. The trial is supposed to start in just under 2 weeks. She's facing a 37-count indictment, including charges of fraud, money laundering, and making false statements to a financial institution.
Local pediatric patients facing life-threatening illnesses help the Jacksonville Jaguars kick off the new season.
Action News Jack's Elizabeth Pace found out how a new dream team will help the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl this year.
It's 12 different dreamers from the ages of 5 to 17 years old. Each one of them signs a certificate, making them an ambassador of the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl.
These 12 kids are part of the Dreams Come True Foundation. It's a locally based organization that grants a wish to kids who are fighting life-threatening illnesses. These ambassadors will get a front row seat to every TaxSlayer Gator Bowl event this season. They'll scout the Florida State-Boise State game, travel to the University of Florida game, and they'll be honored on field during the 75th annual TaxSlayer Gator Bowl in January. One of the Dreamers told me he just found out he's in remission of cancer today, and he's excited to celebrate it with this signing.
To kind of forget that I even have leukemia is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm so honored to be part of this team.
Ahead at 5, you'll hear more about the Dreams Come True Foundation and how they help more than 400 kids here in Northeast Florida. Reporting downtown, Elizabeth Pace, CBS47 Action News Jax.
The National Transportation Safety Board is blaming the U.S. Navy for overworking and improperly training sailors involved in the deadly ship crash in 2017. 10 sailors were killed when the USS John McCain, which is a guided missile destroyer, collided with a commercial vessel near Singapore. In the statement, the Navy thanked the NTSB for the report and says that it's made more than 100 changes to prevent future accidents.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Wiedenball. Right now on First Alert Doppler HD, tracking some heavy downpours already developing inland. They'll spread all the way to the coast. I'm timing them out through the afternoon. In your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
And connecting cops with the community. Details on the fun events happening all over our area tonight.
Plus, a very hot lead in a very cold case. How detectives got a new tip 35 years after a Florida child vanished on the way to the store.
What to watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
We have an update to that breaking news that we brought you at the top of the newscast. St. Augustine police say that they now have a shooting suspect in custody. Officers have been swarming this historic area in Lincolnville for more than an hour now. That's off of Riberia Street, not too far away from downtown St. Augustine. Action News Jack's Beth Russo joins us live right now with the very latest details from Lincolnville. Beth, you just got an update from police.
Within the last 5 minutes, they tell us not only is that suspect now in their custody, but they have named him as Derek Eubanks. I want you to take a notice that the police presence down here, while it is still rather large, a lot of those officers have left as this search is over. Now, they tell us that that victim that was taken to Orange Park Medical Center was shot in the back, but was able to tell officers that Derek Eubanks was the person responsible. They tell us that they found Eubanks not far from where we are here on Riberia Street in Lincolnville. The other really important thing that I want to point out, earlier we showed you that this was right near the community center, which was on lockdown with children inside. For all those parents out there that are concerned, that lockdown has been lifted. So right now we're looking into Eubanks' criminal history. Officers say he does have an extensive one with the sheriff's office. We'll have that all new on Action News Jax at 5. We're live this afternoon. Beth Russo, CBS47, Action News Jax.
It's a national night out tonight all across America where police and local neighborhoods get together to bring back a true sense of community.
That's right, and I got the chance to ride along with a local deputy to talk about how important this night really is. Clay County Community Affairs Deputy Damon Heisler patrols the streets of Clay County. But once a year, he looks forward to a night where he gets the chance to meet residents and strengthen neighborhood bonds. What's so special, Deputy, about National Night Out and why people should get involved?
Sometimes we'll have our canine operators come out. A lot of times we'll come out and we'll bring out some of our vehicles, our specialty vehicles, and let people check them out and let kids climb all over them. Clay County's Night Out isn't until October 1st because it's a bit cooler at that time of year and more folks are likely to participate. But in Duval County, it's tonight. If you'd like a deputy come by your neighborhood, you can sign up on the JSO National Night Out website. Deputy Heisler says the night demystifies who a police officer is and what he or she does. Sometimes people are afraid of the cops and they don't want them around their neighborhood. Does this kind of break the ice? I think so. I mean, it helps people to get us to know that we're human and, you know, we're just guys out here doing a job. Heisler says he'd like to see a good turnout this year. Well, we'd like to see a lot of people sign up and show up and have a lot of good conversations with the community. Be the case, officers in Jacksonville, Nassau, and Clay counties will be participating in several family National Night Out events today. We have a list of those, plus a link to register your neighborhood for JSO's National Night Out on actionnewsjax.com. Just click the action button.
For the first time in 35 years, a Florida family is getting hope that the cold case disappearance of their child will be solved. And it's because police just received the first credible tip in decades. The 8-year-old vanished in Palm Beach County Memorial Day 1984 walking to the store. And now Florida Gulf Coast University anthropologists are searching behind a house across the street from where 8-year-old Christy was last seen. That tip came in after the release of a documentary called Finding Christy Luna.
Now certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Garrett Wiedenball. Right now, First Alert Doppler HD already tracking some heavy downpours, especially south and west of Jacksonville. You can see here from, say, Lake City over to Alachua County, even a lightning strike or two here detected right now just east of I-75. Moving through Bradford County and Union County, we have those heavier downpours. Southwestern Baker County and Lusty, you'll likely be seeing some showers here in the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. Putting a time on this one, a storm track for you. Caraway by 12:29, the McRae Elementary School area by 12:35, and Barden by 12:39 as well. You can see as we go down into street level mapping here for you in Stark on Highway 301, you can see this heavier downpour pushing in right now. Kingsley by 12:39, and this is just a sign of things to come here this afternoon. Some bubbling up of showers on First Alert Doppler HD back into southwestern Duval County near the Oak Leaf area too in Clay County. We're taking taking a live look right now at those showers here. You can see the rain shaft there on our First Alert Skycam network from Riverside atop the Florida Blue building. Just some clouds beginning to fire up here and bubble up into the sky, and more showers and thunderstorms will be developing as we head through this afternoon. So scattered coverage today. So a little bit more of you will be seeing the rain than yesterday. Some locally heavy downpours are the main threats, even into interior sections of southeast Georgia, over even closer to Glenn County and Brunswick and Jekyll Island and St. Simon's Island. We'll see some late afternoon to early evening showers and thunderstorms for you, and still extending through the evening. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burris will be here tracking that for you here tonight. 90 degrees is where we are right now in Jacksonville. Upper 80s at Mayport. We'll be in the low 90s. Inland, some rain-cooled air. When you get under one of those showers, will knock you down into the 80s and upper 70s, but upper 80s to near 90 for you at the coastal areas. Lower 90s rather for Blackshear to Nahunta to Folkestone. Low 90s for you in Glen St. Mary. Hour by hour, specifically St. Johns County and St. Augustine, temperatures in the low 90s, but falling off into the 80s as we head through this afternoon. But as we head through the evening, too, we'll be seeing and tracking those scattered showers and heavy downpours and a few thunderstorms. Tracking the tropics here in the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center. Still monitoring this tropical wave off in the Caribbean Sea. You can see here still just looks like a shower and thunderstorm kind of event just to the south of Hispaniola. Not really expecting much development out of this over the next 3 to 5 days. That's the good news. We'll keep tracking it for you and talking the tropics with Mike at actionnewsjax.com as well. 2:05 p.m. our next high tide cycle for this afternoon, and water temperatures in the lower to mid 80s today. 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Lower 90s the first day of school for some Georgia students there tomorrow. On Wednesday, we'll be in the lower to mid 90s by Thursday and Friday. We reduce the coverage to isolated in nature by Thursday, Friday, but crank up into the heat into the mid 90s, and then scattered to numerous coverage of showers and storms by the weekend. You can always get this forecast any time of the day and download the free Action News Jax First Alert weather app right there at actionnewsjax.com.
Coming up new on Action News Jax at noon, from brothers in blue to brothers in real life. How a couple of Florida officers learned that they really are connected by blood.
Plus, delivering drugs cheaper. How much CVS customers can pay for a new Amazon-style service.
Welcome back. The Boynton Beach Police Department says one of its officers just met his half-brother for the first time last month. As it turns out, they're also brothers in blue. So take a look at this picture of Officer Eric Reynolds meeting his half-brother, Sergeant David Stahl, with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Both men figured out the link by using the genetic testing site 23andMe, so they just have law enforcement in their blood.
I guess so. Well, CBS now challenging Amazon by offering a subscription-based delivery service. Customers can pay $48 a year or $5 per month to get free shipping on their medications and also other online orders. Right now, the only Florida city is available in is in Tampa, but the chain says that will expand.
And first alert Doppler HD tracking some showers and heavy downpours turning into thunderstorms as we head through this afternoon.
All right, watch out for the rain. Have a good day, everyone.
See you tomorrow, and Y&R is next. I don't want to go grocery shopping.